Today we're gonna go play with some worms. So we're gonna give them a new habitat. They're currently in 2 bins. I'm gonna put them in one giant 35-gallon bin. Now this is it's a 35-gallon Sterilite bin, and it's a number 5 plastic, so that means it's food grade. Number 2, 4, and 5 are food grade plastics that you don't have to worry about, nasty chemicals leaching into your food. So if you're planting in buckets and that type of thing, make sure you're using 2, 4, or 5. It's marked on the bottom. I'll show you where it is here. So there you are. The marking on this one, sometimes they're on the bottom on the pot, so obviously they're going to be on the bottom, but on this one, just have to be on the underside of the lid. So, what I'm trying to do most of this in the shade, but I lost time. But I have like my next to the last drill bit. I'm gonna try and use this one because it's broken. But it's the kind of the smallest size I have. I'm also gonna put screen down here to make sure any of my my wigglers don't wiggle out of their habitat. It's just an extra precaution thing that I do, and it's a, just regular screen. And what I did before, I took some metal, and I did 2 holes close in the bottom, and I kind of kept the screen down by weaving the metal looping through and back under the bin. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to lay this down and hope that the weight of the dirt, it's actually worm poop, holds all of this down and the worms don't get under there. So we keep them pretty well fed, so they tend to be wherever the food is. So I've had these worms for 3 years. They were mail order. They're red wigglers, and they're fabulous at eating all of my kitchen scraps. So let's get started here. Here we go. I'm going to put some holes at the top. These are quite fine. I may go bigger. I don't know. We'll see. And so on. Just do them every so often. I may do these. I knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to get a bigger drill bit and take this broken one off. I thought I could use it because it was plastic, but we'll be alright. Alrighty, so you can see I put a lot of holes throughout around the top. I need to do more over here. I did a lot over here, and then I'll probably do a couple more over here. And then make sure to get all your plastic scraps out. I'll clean that out before I continue. And then I'm going to do the bottom holes. You definitely want holes on the bottom because you're going to have a lot of drainage. I was telling Chris, ideally we've had these in a little movable little tote with wheels, but we're not doing that anymore. We're just going to leave them on the east side of our house. Our house faces south, so we'll put them on the east side of the house is where they've been. They've been really happy over there, so we're just going to let them hang out there. And I will put some holes in the top as well. Now that will allow some moisture to get into the box, but worms need moisture. So we will give them what they like. And let me finish up with these holes on the top and the bottom, and these few extra on the side here. And I will be back. Okay, so here we are on the underside. And I probably should have left these where this ridge is. I should have left those probably drilled, but that's okay. We're gonna see how this works. I'm getting ready to fill them with a lot of food anyway from the garden. So, but then I definitely put like, what was that, 3 in the middle and 2 on each end. So you want some of the moisture to drain, but you don't want them swimming in it. So, and then the top, since I'm using a bigger drill bit than I did last time, and under the porch it was not exposed, but now it is. It gets more rain. So I'm going to just put 3 drill holes, 1 on each side, and hopefully they'll have enough air. I'm almost tempted to put more holes at the top, since I'm putting less in the, around the rim here, since I'm putting less on the very top to keep the moisture, the rain from getting in there. But we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to cut my screen here, and I'm just going to lay it on top like this, roll it out, a little oversized, and cut it to fit. Since I'm not doing that, yeah, I'm sorry about my camera. Since I'm not doing the little metal like I did before, this is what I was saying before, is that I would drill 2 holes. Sorry, I know, a little fumbly here. I would drill 2 holes, say right here, and then when I put the mesh in on the inside, I would bring wire through here and twist it and put it down a good galvanized wire. So, but I'm not doing that this time. I'm just going to cut it a little extra big and tuck it in there. So we'll see how this goes. We get to pass the lettuce on the way. It's coming along good. Really happy. Happy. We'll see. I'm ready. Alright, so this is where I've been keeping the worms over here. You can see it. You can see why I needed to replace this. They're all exposed here. This is cracked. But this is a bin I was telling you I used to have it in. And so you'll see when we pull this out, there's going to be all that black stuff there. That's liquid gold. Because I can mix that with water and make it into a liquid fertilizer. So that's what they call worm poop runoff, is liquid gold. So let me, in fact, it used to be right here. And these flowers went nuts last year. They're coreopsis, and they're the biggest coreopsis heads I think I've ever seen. It's insane. But, you know, we're going to get this transferred now. Here's my other worm bin here. I don't know. I can't remember which was first. And this is way bigger than I remember. This is how I sift my worm poop. It actually goes through a cat litter sifter here. Can't wait to get rid of all this plastic. It looks so trashy. I put it through this cat litter sifter here. The other part somewhere. And then, at least I used to. And then we would get the worm poop. Gosh. Alright, so here we are in the bins. This is great too if you're starting a garden, because you can just figure out what you're sprouting in here. I might even have some sweet potatoes about ready. All those orange things, that's all worm eggs. Trying to find some down here. This one's kind of moist. That's right, folks. I said moist. I see some. There's some. There's a worm right there. You see it? There's one. There you go. And they just love. I'm going to clean up my garden and throw everything in here. They're going to be so happy. Yes, my hand is in worm poo. That is all worm poo. And the reason I'm happy I have this is because I once bought worm poo And for a little bucket, trying to think what it says, 5-pound bucket. It was $25 for this stuff. I get it for free. But you gotta love your friends that give you worms for your birthday. This has been the best gift ever. So let's get on it. All right, well, Chris is picking up all this shattered stuff. It just got, Georgia heat. But we've got everything in this one bucket, and it's obvious that I need to harvest. I need to harvest some poop. So I'm not going to do that today because, so I was showing you, I normally have, this is a cat litter separator. It comes with a plastic thing, but that's MIA for some reason. I don't know why. But I guess I'm going to have to buy a new one. So I'll separate it through the cat litter separator first, and then I'll use this gold panning pan to shake everything else out, like all the eggs and any residual worms that aren't caught in the cat litter pan. And it does catch a bunch of them. But anyway, I do need to use that other bucket and get this cleaned out a bit. So, but I think they're going to be happier here. This larger one was pretty wet in the bottom. But I don't know, they were happy. So anyway, that's how I make my worm habitats. I hope this helps you. Consider getting worms. Like I said, it's the best fertilizer you can do. It's natural. Comes from I'm going to go clean out my garden beds here in a minute. Oh, the zoom is now working. See those peas? I'm going to harvest my peas. I'm going to pull that onion and all the greens that are left. Some are blooming. And I'm going to put them all in this box to feed the worms here. So a lot of them have already retreated down to the bottom. But yeah, it's quite full. And they're easy to grow. I don't know what kind of melon that is, but they'll enjoy eating that too. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I love my worms. So any of my kitchen scraps, they go to the worms. You just got to make sure that you wash them well, because those pesticides, if you're buying any vegetable, it could have pesticide residue on it, and you don't want your worms eating that. I think that's the biggest cause of people losing their worms, is not washing the produce that they put in here. So like when I pull back on my cauliflower and all my stalks and everything, all of that gets washed before coming in here. So y'all take care. Again, let me know if you have any questions. It's pretty easy and I highly recommend it. Bye.